empowering that client instead of having an attitude or a spirit of being a victim, but being a survivor.
Yeah.
I think really plays a lot into how wellness is viewed.
And then you don't have to use the name Sikh model of counseling, because I am using it because I have developed it from there, and people should know that from where all these concepts are coming. But if you are using it for your clients, you don't have to use it, that it is a Sikh concept. It's a concept which anybody can use for anybody.
As you say that, I'm realizing too, like, there are more similarities in the belief systems than differences if you sit down and look at what's driving a lot of the different religions. In Christian faith, in the book of Genesis, you talk about the vapor and the oceans developing. That is also there. We might differ on what happened subsequent to that, but the basics are there. In some of the First Nations tradition, especially in my own, we have the 7 grandfathers, and they are the virtues that we would need to sustain life. There's the deadly sins. Like, if you look at all, they all have very similar ideas. Maybe the language is different, but the basic ideas are there. And it's comforting to me to be able to look at the other in terms of what unites us, as opposed to the millions of things that differentiate us, which I couldn't even begin to get on top of.
You're right. That's why every day people who believe in the religion are decreasing, and people who believe in the spirituality are increasing, because religion is dividing people. And it's not the religion which is dividing, it is the priests in our religion. In Sikhism, in Hinduism, in Islam, in Christianity, it's the priest section which is giving a wrong message to the general population, which is dividing us and creating hatred among us. But if you look at the spirituality of any religion, they are all same, and which the priests don't bring out for their own good reasons, because they want to get benefited from the hatred. Yeah.
Earlier in the lecture, you said that humility is a weapon. Could
Yeah.
you please expound on that a little bit more?
Ego is affecting me. To kill my egoism, if I become humble, if I accept it. Example is, my girlfriend left me. It affected my ego. That there is something wrong. If I accept it as a humble person, okay, she left me, all right, there must be something wrong with me. I should try to realize within myself what's the problem with me, so that I can bring out my strengths and kill my weaknesses as a humble person. Other example which I gave once, which is not practicable in today's world, when September 11 happened, if America could have humbled and asked, what wrong did we do? Let us sit down and talk about it, so that we don't do this thing again. Humbled. But when you counter egoism with egoism, the problems increase. But if you counter it with humbleness, it will take time, but it will decrease.
It sounds like from this viewpoint, there's a lot of value placed on self-reflection and self-awareness. How are the attitudes towards counseling and kind of the mental health profession from the community? Is there an openness to it? Is it kind of a stigma towards receiving counseling, or?
Why I developed this thing was, when I came to Canada, that was about 11 years ago, I found that the community was not accepting the Western model of counseling. They were not open to it. And I started thinking about it. Then I started slowly developing this model. And after 2 years of my coming here, I started doing this counseling, small ones, and I got a little bit of success. Once you bring religion into it, they start accepting it. So I put Western counseling and the religion together. Started getting. That's when I was asked to write a paper and present it. That's when I think I presented it about this World Federation for Mental Health, which I did in 2002 or 2003. That's where I presented it. Yeah. But stigma is there for the mental illness. Anything else? Thank you very much. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I understood some of your opening statements correctly, but is there room for worship in Sikh spirituality?
Yes. Worship. When the worship is done only to please the God. Sometimes we do that. I went to the temple or I went to the church, sit down there. We sometimes don't even listen to what the priest is saying. It is only to show to the others that I am there. If I don't go to the church, people will be asking me, what did you come on Sunday church? What happened? So just to show myself, I go there. I go to the Sikh temple just to show to the others that I am there. And if somebody asks me what was being said there, I will know. So that becomes a ritual. But worship in the pure sense, yes. Yeah. Thank you very much.